polynomial division, we can use this example: x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6, and you can divide it by x minus 1. First we can do the long division method. So we write the problem, which is called the dividend here: x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6, and we're going to divide by x minus 1, which is called divisor, so x minus 1 here. Now this is cubic equation and this is linear, so our answer is going to be quadratic equation. First we're going to eliminate this x cubed term. So what do we multiply this x to get x cubed is x squared. So that's the first term of our answer. So x squared times x is x cubed. Then we also multiply minus 1 by x squared, which gives us x squared. Now we're going to find the remainder. So we're subtracting the bottom two terms from the top two terms here. X cubed minus x cubed is nothing. Minus 2 minus minus 1 is give you minus x squared. Bring the next term down. Now I'm going to eliminate minus x squared. So what do we multiply this x to get x squared is minus x. So this is the second term of our answer. So x times minus x is x squared here, then minus x times minus 1 is plus x. Now we're going to find the remainder. These two terms cancel. Minus 5 minus 1 is minus 6x. Bring the last term down. So now we're going to eliminate minus 6x. So what we multiply this x to get minus 6x must be minus 6. So that's the last term of our answer. So minus 6 times minus 1 will give you plus 6. Now we get the remainder equal to 0. So when we divide x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 by x minus 1, and our answer is x squared minus x plus minus 6. So we always write the answer in the top. Now we're going to use the second method called synthetic division. So first you write your dividend, your problem. And we're going to divide it by x minus 1. Step 1, you just write your coefficients here. Coefficient x cubed is 1, so just write 1 there. Number before x squared is minus 2, right there. Then write minus 5, then write 6. Now when you solve x minus 1 equal to 0, so you get x equal to 1. So this is the number you're going to put it here. Now first thing, because we're dividing x cubed or cubic equation by linear, the answer is going to be quadratic equation. There's no going to be no x cubed, so there's nothing here. So you just write 1, then add nothing to it, just write 1. And the next step, 1 times 1 is 1, we write it here. Then we add these two numbers, we get minus 1. Now we say 1 times minus 1, which is minus 1, we write it here. Add these two numbers, we get minus 6. Then we say 1 times minus 6 is minus 6. Then you add, you get nothing. So this is how many x squared you have, this is how many x's, this is the constant term, and this is the remainder, which is 0. So when you divide x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 by x minus 1, so your answer is 1x squared minus x minus 6. So this answer is same as before. Now we can use third method, comparing coefficients. So here's x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 now is equal to divisor x minus 1, and we know our answer is going to be quadratic equation, so it's ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, now we've got to find a, b and c. First we compare the x cubed coefficients. We got 1 here. The number before x cubed is 1, so left hand side is just 1. On the right hand side, x cubed term only going to come from one place when we multiply these two together. So it's ax cubed. So basically on the right hand side, coefficient just is a. So therefore we found a is 1. Then we're going to do the coefficient of x squared. Right, x squared is going to come from two places. One is when we multiply this minus 1 to ax squared. The other place is when we multiply x to bx. The left hand side, the number before x squared is minus 2, you write there. Here we go minus a. We know a is 1, so it's just minus 1. Here just b. If you add 1 to both sides, you get b equal to minus 1. Then to find c, we can actually compare the constant term. So on the left hand side, the constant term is just 6. On the right hand side, it's going to come answer only from one place when you multiply minus 1 by c. So which is basically minus c. That means c is equal to minus 6. Multiply both sides by minus 1. So now we got our answer. X cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to x minus 1. Now we find a was 1, b was minus 1, and c was minus 6. Then we divide this by x minus 1, so your answer is x squared minus x minus 6. Same as before.